Hello everyone, welcome to this video on AI tools and platforms. This is the part 1. Language barriers are now shrinking and thanks to AI. And today we will learn how to harness these tools effectively, whether for work, travel or everyday tasks. By the end of this video, you will be able to translate text, speech and even documents with confidence. So let's get started. In today's global world, communication across language is not just useful, it's essential. Whether you are collaborating with international colleagues, traveling, or even learning a new language, AI translation tools like Google Translator and Bing Translator can be game changer. But how do they actually work and how can you use them effectively? Before we dive into the practical demonstration, let's outline exactly what you will learn from this video. By the end of this session, you will be able to first confidently navigate both Google Translator and Bing Translator interface. Whether you are using the web version or mobile app, you will know exactly where to find each feature. Second, perform different types of translation. We will cover text translation, document translation, and even real-time speech translation, the kind that lets you have conversation across language barriers. And third, we will discuss important ethical considerations like when it is appropriate to use machine translation versus human translation. What are the privacy implications? These are crucial questions in our AI driven world. Now, let's take a moment to understand what powers these remarkable tools. Both Google Translator and Bing Translator use advanced neural machine translation. That means they don't just translate word for word, but actually understand context like human would. Imagine this. When you input a sentence, the AI analyzes the entire phrase, considers grammar rules, and even adapts to everyday expressions. This is why modern translation sound much more natural than they did just a few years ago. Key features you will find in both platforms include text translation between 100 plus languages, voice translation for real conversation, camera translation for signs and menus, website translation with one click. But it has special strength. Google's offer offline translation for 59 languages, perfect for travelers. Bing integrates directly with Office products, a lifesaver for business users. What's truly fascinating is how these systems learn. Every time millions of users correct translation or suggest alternatives, the AI gets smarter. But remember, they are not perfect, which is why we will discuss limitations and ethics later. Now let's see them in action. Let us now take out the various tools that are available and that we can use commonly for translation purpose. All these tools are basically AI based. So let's first talk about the Google Translate. As you can see, this is the interface. You can put text here, you can upload images here, documents, or you can translate the entire website. We will check all this out one by one. Now, after this Google Translate, we have another translator that is offered by Microsoft, that is the Bing Translator. Here what it is offers us the basic text translation as similar to the Google Translate. One basic difference that I am getting from Google Translate that it can translate as per the desired tone. Here they have provided us three tone modes, that is standard, casual or formal, whereas it is not available in Google Translate. Now regarding the other like ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, and the latest one is the Pro AI. All these tools work on the principle of prompting. Okay, so let us check how it generates different translation output. At first, I will put a simple phrase like I'll be translating from English, let's say, to Assamese. Now I will put a simple phrase like hello, how are you? It has immediately translated to Assamese. Namaskar, apuni kene ase. I can convert it to Hindi also. And it comes out as Namaste, aap kaise hai? And it seems to be alright for me. Similarly, I can convert this or translate this to any of the languages that are available here. Now, let's check what Microsoft Bing Translator give us the output. So by default it was set as Arabic, so it has given some Arabic output, but let's first say Assamese. You can see the translation output has little difference both from Google Translate. If I again go to Assamese, it says Namaskar apuni kene ase, and Microsoft Translator translated is as Hera ki khobor tomar. Now, for better understanding, let me convert it to Hindi. Google Translate it as Namaste, aap kaise hai? Let's see what the Bing does. Namaste, aap kaise hai? So for Hindi, it has translated in both has translated in the same way, but for Assamese, the sentence formation was little different. Now let's move to the other prompt-based application. First, we come to the ChatGPT, and if we want to translate this phrase, we'll have to write a prompt here. So, my prompt is translate the following sentence to Assamese. Hello, how are you? Let's see. So, as you can see, ChatGPT has falsely translated the language to Bengali instead of Assamese. Let's see it can do Hindi or not. Okay, so for Hindi, it has translated very well, but when I asked ChatGPT to translate the sentence in Assamese, it has done some mistake. Now let's move to Gemini and check what output it provides. So Gemini was able to translate it properly in Assamese. It has also suggested different tones of the translation or a very informal version of the translation. Let's check it in Hindi. Same way, it has translated it to Hindi also. Now, let's check whether DeepSeek is able to do it or not. Well, it has tried something, but the language is not correct. Let's check it in Hindi. Okay, as you can see, these AI tools are translating the sentence very well in Hindi, but it has doing mistakes in some languages like Assamese. It means for that language, it not trained very well. Class, let's come to the group AI and see it can respond it or not. Somewhat it was able to do it, but not exactly the correct translation. For Hindi, it is all the tools are doing good. That means efficiency of the AI translation will be based on the data it is trained on. The better it is trained on, the better will be the result. Now, let us check how image translation or a image containing some text is translated. For this, I have taken some screenshot to be used as an image, and let's drag and drop here. So you can see the original. It has some Chinese text, and it has tried to translate it to Assamese. Let's try it to English. What did it say? So you can see the output in English. We will see the image translation in English only, so that the accuracy is maintained. For being, I am unable to see here the option to upload image. So let's try with ChatGPT. Let's see. We can see ChatGPT has done it very well. Let's see Gemini can do it or not. So Gemini was also able to do. Now let's come to the DeepSeek. So DeepSeek was also able to do it nicely. That's how the group does. So it seems that group has done some error. So for image translation, all others has done well, apart from group. Now let us check how an entire document can be translated or not. We will here try the Google Translate document section. For this, we will use the TLM of the MOOC itself, and we'll try to translate it to Assamese. Let's say Hindi. And let's see it is able to do it or not. You can see it has translated entire TLM to Hindi. For being, I can't see it option to document applet. Let's try with ChatGPT. Here we'll again upload a TLM. Translate to Hindi. Let's see what happens. So it has done the thing, but only the case is that in case of Google Translate, it gives us a downloadable file, and in ChatGPT, it shows us a text output. Let's see with the Gemini. So it has also done the thing. Let's try your DeepSeek. So DeepSeek also able to generate it. And last, let's try with Grok. So Grok is also able to generate it. But till what extent all these translations are correct, we have to check ourselves manually. Let us now take a special capability of a Google Translate that it can translate a whole website. To understand this, let us see that you can see that this is my university website, and now I will copy the URL and paste it here, and I want the whole website to be translated to Hindi. Let's see what it does. As you can see, Google Translate is able to translate the whole website in Hindi. I can convert it to Assamese also. Other languages like Tamil. So instantly, all the text that was available on the website was converted to Tamil.
Hi there. How can I help you?
Hola, ¿habla español?
Sorry, I only speak English, but you can select the language you speak.
Español.
Hey Google, be my interpreter.
What language should I interpret to?
Spanish.
Okay, go ahead.
How can I help you?
¿Cómo puedo ayudarte?
Estoy buscando un lugar para almorzar antes de ir al aeropuerto.
I'm looking for a place to have lunch before going to the airport.
What would you like?
¿Qué te gustaría?
Quizás una pizza o una ensalada.
Pizza or salad?
There's a great place around the corner. You can take the train from there to the airport.
Hay un buen lugar a la vuelta de la esquina. Puedes tomar el tren desde allí hasta el aeropuerto.
Perfecto. Gracias.
Perfect, thank you.
No problem. We hope you enjoyed your stay.
Esperamos que hayas disfrutado tu estadía.
Hello everybody! In today's video, I'll show you how to translate text from camera, a dialogue, a voice message and handwriting with the help of Google Translate mobile app. It's difficult to underestimate the importance of this translation service, but most people tend to use only the standard translation window in the Google Translate app and overlook additional functions and features that can make things much easier for a tourist or even a common user. If you have ever used this translation service, today's video can be useful. In a few seconds, I'll show you in detail what Google Translate can do. Nowadays, the Google Translate app can work not only with the text you type on the keyboard, but also with the text captured with the phone's camera, deal with simultaneous translation, handwriting, voice, and it can even translate from programs and entire documents. You can do it from the computer, in a browser window, or from the mobile app on your smartphone. The mobile app can be downloaded from the Google Play Store. So let's start as it goes with translation from camera. One of the extremely useful features in the mobile app is translating the text with the help of the camera in your smartphone. The ready translation will be shown in real-time mode instead of the text you are filming. Such instant translation will be very handy when you need to know what a street sign or notice means, so this feature must be invaluable for tourists. In order to enable it, open Camera from the app's toolbox. When the camera is on, you can also open any picture you have taken before which contains some text to be translated. Of course, you can type any text on the phone's keyboard and the app will translate it. But now Google Translate also supports handwriting. This feature is available both in the web version of the service and in its mobile app. In the first case, click on the pencil icon at the bottom of the input window. Having a touchscreen or a stylus is not necessary if you use this feature from PC. You can write from the browser with the mouse holding down its left button. Below the input area, words will appear which the service was able to recognize. In the mobile app, entering handwritten text is even more convenient. You can enable it by tapping on the pen icon, and then you can use your finger to draw letters or even words. This input method can be especially useful for those learning hieroglyphic languages like Japanese, Chinese or Korean. The Google Translate mobile app can pronounce the text you have typed and even translate from your voice. But there's a feature even more useful than that, and it's called Conversation. It lets you enable a special mode with simultaneous translation, so you can start a dialogue with a person from another country speaking another language. In this mode, the app will listen to every phrase and translate them into your companion's language, pronouncing the translation and showing it on the screen. To suggest someone to have a chat with the use of the Conversation feature, select the language and tap the palm icon in the upper right corner. The screen will show a greeting message in the language you have selected. When using voice input, all you need is to pronounce the text, and the phone screen will display the text translated into the language you have selected. To do it, open the Google Translate app. In the upper part of the screen, tap on the buttons to select the language pair you need to use. Tap on the mic icon. If it's gray, it means the selected language is not supported yet. When you see the words "Speak now," pronounce the text you want to be translated. Okay, that's fine. But what happens if there is no internet access? Can this app work offline? Yes, it can. It's been long ago that the mobile app for Google Translate developed an ability to work even when the internet connection is down. Just make sure to download dictionaries for the languages you use most often. You can do it from the app's side menu by selecting Offline Translation. In this section, you can both save language packs to your phone's memory or remove them. Tap on the icon next to a language for downloading the pack and tap on the Recycle Bin icon to remove it. You can save all translations of words and phrases to your own dictionary so that you can go back to them if necessary. Do it by tapping on the star icon. In the mobile app, you can see it next to the translation, and in the web version of the service, below the translation. You can access the list of saved translations on your smartphone by opening the main menu and tapping on Phrasebook. On PC, you can access this section by clicking on the star button over the translation area. Here is one more useful feature: translating text from other apps. Google Translate for mobile devices offers a very convenient option of quick translation from any application where the text can be selected. For example, you don't need to copy the text from a document, just highlight it and open the context menu by tapping on three dots. And then tap again for translation. Its window will appear over the window of the app where the text is opened, and you can change the language or listen to the text if necessary. This function can be enabled in the app settings, in the section with the naturally expected name Tap to Translate. If you ever need to translate a whole website, there are several ways to do it. For example, you can just copy and paste some text into the app. It's convenient when dealing with small fragments of text. Besides, you can copy a link to the website and paste it into Google Translate. In the window on the right, the link to the same website will appear, but then its contents will be translated into the required language. If you use Google Chrome, you will see the Google Translate icon to the right of the address bar when you visit a web resource in a foreign language. By clicking on it, you can get an entire website translated within a few seconds. Finally, the last option is translation of documents, and it only works with the web version of this service. It lets you upload a text document from your computer and view its translation. The list of supported file formats includes the following: doc, docx, odf, pdf, ppt, pptx, ps, rtf, txt, xls, xlsx. You can see all the formats on the screen. To upload a document, click Documents here and give the path to a specific file on your computer. When the file is selected, click Translate. The text will open in the same window. At times, the quality of such translation leaves a lot to be desired, but this function can be useful when you deal with nothing but simple documents. And that is all for now. Hopefully this video was useful.
As powerful as these tools are, we must discuss their responsible use. First, privacy. When we translate an entire PDF, we essentially send confidential data to Google server. For sensitive documents, medical records, legal contracts, consider offline translation or professional human translator. Imagine translating patient instruction at a hospital. One mistranslated doses could be dangerous. This leads to our second point: accuracy responsibility. While AI handles casual conversations well, critical content needs human verification. See this medication level, the translation omit, take with food, a potentially harmful omission. Third is bias awareness. These tools learn from existing content, which may contain Cultural stereotypes. Try translating nurse or engineers to some languages. You might notice unexpected gender associations. Being aware help us correct these in our communication. So, when you should use AI translation? Perfect for informal search, understanding general documents, quick travel needs. But opt for professional when dealing with legal contracts, medical information, and official communications. Remember, these are assistive tools, not replacement for human judgment. Let's recap what we have discovered today about our AI translation assistant. First, both Google and Bing offer powerful real-time translation, but with different strengths. Second, we saw how features like camera translation and conversation mode can break language barriers instantly. But crucially, we learned these tools have limits. They are fantastic for everyday use, but may stumble with specialized content or cultural nuances. That's why our third takeaway is about smart uses. Match the tool to the task's importance. Here is your action step. Try translating the same text with both platforms this week. Notice the difference. The comparison will build your intuition for which tool serves best in each situation. Thank you for watching. Keep exploring and remember every translation is new connection waiting to happen.